Our next speaker is Reyna Bryan. She is the founder of Recycling is Sexy. She's also studied mechanical engineering, and her word is cultivate.
Thank you. So a couple weeks ago, I was ordering dinner at my favorite restaurant in Boulder. And as the waitress turned around to take my order to the kitchen, I was like, wait, no straw, please. She looked at me like I was crazy. Okay, no straw. I was a week into my zero waste challenge and I was determined to win. There was no way I was going to be sabotaged by a surprise straw again. That's 2 points. I challenged my boyfriend to this game to see who could generate the least amount of trash over a 3-week period. Stakes were high. Loser pays for a trip to Europe. Zero waste is a lifestyle where you generate little to no trash. It's a mindset of conscious consumption. I've tried many times to be zero waste and failed many times, struggling to change my habits. So I made it a game. There is nothing like a little friendly competition with high stakes to transform your behaviors. The rules of the Zero Waste Challenge are really simple. You're responsible for any material that passes through your hands. If that goes into landfill, it's 2 points. If it goes in the recycling bin, 1 point. And if it's compostable and you actually put it in the composting bin, it's 0 points. The game is played golf style. Least amount of points wins. So why is zero waste so important to me? Well, I am passionate about minimizing the impact of our consumption on this planet. Specifically, stopping the flow of toxic materials into our natural environment. One of the most tragic and visible examples of mismanaged material is plastic. Every year, millions of tons flows into our ecosystems. And by 2050, scientists predict that the plastics in the ocean will outweigh the fish. And plastics are just the tip of the iceberg. Because of our mindless consumption, life on this planet is in danger. We are in danger. And I've known this for a long time. I have a memory of when I was about 13 years old, and I'm standing in the kitchen with my mom. I had a deep knowing that things were not good, that the earth was in trouble. I can only describe the feeling like being on a speeding train headed for a cliff. I felt powerless and afraid. I didn't know what to do. And over the years, this fear turned into bouts of anger and numbness. How could humans do this to this planet? How could we do this to each other? I continued to search for knowledge and understanding. I continued to search for solutions. I felt alone. But woven through these years was an awakening of my own. I shifted my focus from the external to the internal. I began to look at my own consumption patterns. I mean, how could I ask the world to change their habits without first changing mine? So I moved from the theoretical into action and took the first steps to practice zero waste. And you know what? I quickly began to realize that I am addicted to convenience. For most of my life, I've just gone through the motions of seemingly normal and culturally accepted consumption, rarely questioning how the products and services that make my life convenient affect the world beyond my immediate reality. And we, my friends, are addicted to convenience. And our addiction to convenience has become destructive. We are blind to the true environmental and social costs of our conveniences. Individually, they seem harmless, but collectively, our choices and consumption habits are destroying the world in which we live. Week 2 of my Zero Waste Challenge, and I'm at the grocery store. I'm doing pretty good. I got my reusable grocery bag, I got my cloth sacks I use to hold my nuts and seeds that I buy in bulk, and like a pro, I'm putting all my fresh veggies right into the basket, no plastic bags needed. Then I see the blueberries. I love fresh blueberries. You can just put some of those on almond butter with salt and honey, so good. But they're packaged in plastic. I want them so bad, but I can't afford the points. I'm already behind. This got me thinking, here I am going out of my way, trying to live sustainably, sacrificing my tasty treats. Why can't it be effortless and second nature to do the right thing for the planet? Why can't it be easy to live sustainably? The truth is, practicing zero waste in our current world is a challenge because the products and systems around us do not support this lifestyle. I mean, everything at the grocery store is packaged in plastic, and in most of the country, recycling bins, composting bins, forget about it. They're hard to find. This is normal. This is just the way that it is. This is insane. We all want things to be easy. We all want things to be convenient. It's human nature. But our conveniences do not have to be destructive. We can design better materials. We can build better material management systems. We can create a world where it's easy and convenient to live zero waste. We just have to demand it. There's an old Cherokee legend about the two wolves in each of us. One is good and one is evil. When asked which wolf will win, the wise man says, whichever one you feed the most. The same can be said about our markets and our buying habits. And right now, we are feeding the wrong wolf. As consumers, we are in an intimate dance with the market. It's time to take responsibility for our role and change our steps. So raise your hand. How many people wear glasses to drive? Yeah, I do too. I often joke that the world's a little bit cleaner without my glasses on, but I need my glasses to drive. I need to be able to see the dangers ahead and make good decisions while on the road. It's a matter of life or death. Our addiction to convenience is like being legally blind and driving without our glasses on. We cannot see the dangers ahead, and we're making terrible decisions. And as a result, we've unconsciously allowed for hundreds of millions of tons of toxic material to enter our system. I'm talking about our plastic packaging, our gadgets and electronics, our polymer-based clothing. Most of this material cannot be recycled because it has little to no value on a secondary market. I could do a whole speech on this topic, but basically, we are trying to recycle materials that are designed to be waste instead of making materials that are designed to be recycled. So let me repeat that. We are trying to recycle materials that are designed to be waste. Instead, we should be making materials that are designed to be recycled. Crazy. But this is a conversation that needs to happen at the design stage of product development. And it's not going to happen unless we consumers start that conversation. Our government and corporations will do nothing to change the status quo until we demand it. It's truly up to us. This is us. So, how do we fix this problem? It starts with something I call material mindfulness. Practicing material mindfulness opens our eyes to the true environmental and social impacts of our conveniences. It gives us a new lenses to see. It's about having a connection with each material that passes through your hand, as well as an understanding of the material management systems in which we live. It starts by asking, is this toxic to produce? Is this truly recyclable? It's time to step into our power, become superhero consumers, and practice material mindfulness. An easy and fun way to practice material mindfulness is to play the Zero Waste Challenge. The rules of this challenge are posted on our website, recyclingisnot.sexy, along with some tips, tricks, and great resources. And it's really not about being perfect. It's about becoming aware. So next week, I'm heading off to Europe, and guess who's paying for the trip? Me! I know, it's really embarrassing to admit defeat. But hey, it's all good. I'm on the right path. I'm creating better habits. I'm practicing material mindfulness. But on that note, hey babe, I know you're out in the audience. I want to redo. I challenge you to the Zero Waste Challenge Euro Edition, double or nothing. In fact, I challenge all of us to step into our power and practice zero waste by playing the Zero Waste Challenge. Because listen, if material mindfulness is present in our daily consumption, it will transform markets. Can you imagine a world where all packaging is fully compostable, like an orange peel to an orange? A world where recycling bins and composting bins completely replace trash cans. A cradle-to-cradle world where all products are designed such that all materials are fully recyclable and all materials can be recaptured. And there will be zero waste. We have the tools and intellect to make this world a reality. We just need the drive to innovate in this direction. Luckily, we consumers hold the power to drive this change. Companies bend over backwards to design products to meet emerging customer needs. If collectively we say jump, companies say how high. It's really as simple as that. So let's practice material mindfulness, vote with our dollars, and feed the right wolf. It's time to step into our power and build an army of superhero consumers, empowered, informed, and vocal. Demand transparency, demand things are designed for recyclability. Demand proper material management, and say no to straws. Thank you.